everyone, and welcome to Lisa's online Epicure party. My name's Nicole Hudakoff, and I'll be your independent Epicure consultant tonight. So I'm just going to show you, we're actually making Valentine's Day dinner right now, and what we decided to make was some pulled pork. So as I showed earlier, pulled pork comes in a package like so. It's just an envelope like this, and they're called What's for Dinner, and they come as a package of 3, and they're $10. Now the pulled pork is our family's favorite, but if you're not a fan of pork, you can do it with chicken. I always say, like, halfway through, shred it and then put it back into your crock pot. Another great thing I found with the pulled pork is that the envelope, I find it quite spicy. So what I do is I use half the package, and then I follow the recipe, which is, I think it's a cup of ketchup, half a cup of vinegar, some water, and some brown sugar. And so I follow the same thing on the package, but I only use half the amount, and then I can get 2 dinners out of 1 package. So what I did is I'm making quite a large amount of pork. And what we don't use tonight, I'll actually put in the freezer, or we'll have pork tacos, like pulled pork tacos, maybe later this week. Now, what I'm going to make with that is I'm going to make some coleslaw to put on top of the bun. And I'm using the creamy ranch dip. And the dips come like this. They come in a jar, all the dips. And what's great about the dips is they're dry. So not the ranch, but the other ones, like the herb and garlic, or the lemon dilly, or the 3 onion, I use just in my cooking. I don't necessarily always make dips. I'll make dips if people are coming over, or if I need it for like a salad, but often I just use it in cooking. So right now I'm going to make this really quickly. So this is a really great tool from Epicure, and it's really inexpensive. It fits in all of our jars. It's called the 4-in-1 spoon. And on it, this is the tablespoon. Flip it over. This is the teaspoon. Flip it over again. This is the half teaspoon. And then there's a little line as well that has a 1/4 teaspoon. So it's really nice to have just one measuring spoon that fits in all of our Epicure jars. So I am going to put a tablespoon, and it doesn't have to be level, into this bowl. And on the sides of the jars, it gives you how to make the dips. But what I'm doing is basically you just need the same ration and the same, ratio of non-Greek, or like Greek yogurt or sour cream to mayonnaise. That's all you need. It doesn't matter if you have 2 cups of each. And then so I'm going to do probably 2 scoops of Greek yogurt, just plain Greek yogurt. We have yogurt here, and I always make sure that I'm not putting the vanilla yogurt in, because that wouldn't taste very good. And then I'm going to do 2 scoops of the mayonnaise. And then I'm going to give it a quick stir, and then I put it into my fridge, and then I will be able to use it on the coleslaw to make for our pulled pork. And it's that simple. The great thing is you can make the amount of dip that you want. It doesn't go bad until the expiry date on your Greek yogurt. And another thing is the dips are quite large and spices are quite big. I often get questions of, well, how long are these spices good after I buy them? And we usually say 2 years, but you don't have to go running it through your cupboards and throwing out your spices if you have something older than 2 years. Basically what it is it's just that it loses some of its flavor in the spices. But if you do have any of the like hot butter rums or the red pepper jelly, the ones that have to go in the fridge, those are 6 months. So I just wanted to show one other thing. This size is the spice size, which I believe are 725. And this one is the Asian stir fry. We use this a lot at our house for anything like stir fries or any type of Asian meal. It is so good. And so it just comes as a powder, just like the dips. And what I find I say to people is don't be scared to use things. So for me, when I'm cooking, if I'm like, oh, that just needs a little bit of seasoning and it needs, I don't know, maybe some garlic or some cayenne pepper, I'll try using something different. I'll try to use my Epicure, because all it is just, it's spices that you can add into your meals. Please let me know. These are new types of parties that we're having, these online parties where you're not having to leave your house. And it's really great. But I would say the downfall of these parties is if you've never tried Epicure, it's really hard to know how things smell, how things taste, how things look. So if you are ever interested in having a cooking class at your house and wanting to make a meal and trying to use some of the tools and some of the spices, please let me know and we can set that up. Please let me know if you have any questions about any products, and I hope you enjoy shopping. Take care.